me see. Let me. Oh no, I didn't see it.
This is Steam Deck, the most powerful game.
Why can I not see chat? Am I even live? I can't see chat. What? What? Holy shit. Alright. Fuck it, I can't see chat. Who cares? Oh my god! Oh, thank God. Oh, dude, there is a god. Oh, what the fuck? This shit just froze? Saw that shit froze. Is this shit even still live? Oh my god, it's just like the beta, man. It's just like beta. I wanna be immortal, like a god in the sky. What's up, people? Welcome. Alright. I don't even know how many people are in here. I don't even know if like I'm live. I am live. I'm watching myself. But I'm live streaming in two different spots and I can't. It's not showing me the chat. It's not giving me the fucking option to see my chat. So I don't know. In this episode, I want to convince you why you should buy, if you're a gamer, if you should buy this fucking console right here. Now, it's a console, right? It looks like a handheld console. But the company that's making it saying it's not a console. They're saying it's more of a PC, a laptop, than a console. They said it's pretty much we crammed the laptop into a Nintendo Switch shell, pretty much. And if that's true, dude, you can emulate anything on this shit, which means you can play absolutely anything for free on this. Anything. Or anything that's strong. Let me tell you, anything that's stronger, that's not stronger than the PS5, than the PS4. You know what I mean? I mean, you could play PS5 games, but you're gonna have to play them in PS4 graphics. This thing is as strong as the PS4. It's the PS4 Pro, but handheld. That's what it is. This shit's fucking, it uses the store, the company that you're using is like Valve, Steam. That's where you buy your games in Steam. This is not like the Switch where you could buy physical copy. No. This console is all downloadable. At least that's what I think, because I don't see a fucking game cartridge on this shit where you could put it in a game slot. It's all download. But the thing about Steam is an amazing place to buy games for very, very cheap, for a cheap price. I remember I bought fucking I haven't bought anything in a long time, but I remember I bought fucking Borderlands when that shit was brand new. It was like a week old. It was like it released a week ago, and at the time it released a week, and I bought it for like $5.99. I was like, holy shit, why is it so cheap? And it's because PC, like with a PC, you don't have to buy a game. You can just download them illegally. But if you want to support these developers, you pay. You know, like so they know that you don't have to buy because it's so easy to just download it illegally. But you know what I mean. So even with the Steam, they know you don't have to. You don't have to buy games from them. You can just hack it. Like you can just not hack it, but just download emulators. You know what I mean? I don't know. Download a fucking. You can download games into this thing without paying, dude. Like you can download game. Let me show you this, man. Let me show you this. I'm in my tablet, right? Look at this. I have Dolphin in here. Dolphin emulator. This is a GameCube emulator. Look, let's play Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is running right now on my tablet. Now, if this could run on this tablet, then there you go. If it could run in, like, look at this. Look at this shit. There it is. Now I'm gonna hit start. I'm gonna hit start again. I'm gonna hit A. It's going to Mansion. It's going, bro. I might do a live stream like me playing this. See, I'm playing Luigi's Mansion GameCube on a tablet, bro. On a fucking tablet. Look, go that way. Check here, check here. I gotta connect the controller. You can connect a Bluetooth controller and use it, but. You got it. Point is that I can play this. You know what I mean? Let's get out of here. Go back. Exit emulator. And look, I downloaded all these games. I have all these games to play. I haven't tried them all, so I don't even know most of them work. But Luigi's Mansion works. It's the only one I've been playing. I want to try Metroid. I might try that Metroid. I've been playing Metal Gear. I just started. I haven't even been playing. I just started. And I've been wanting to try Wario. I remember seeing Wario as a kid. I went to GameStop or some shit, and I saw it there, and it was like pretty expensive, so I didn't buy it. But I remember seeing it as a kid, but I wanted to try it out. I'm like, what the fuck, Wario? I'm like, it's not the evil Mario and shit. But yeah. And my cousin was like, yeah, he's like, instead of being nice and helpful, this was like mean and greedy and shit. Well, he's all into gold and shit. Yeah, but point is, if I could emulate that on this, you can emulate anything on the 64. I have 64 emulators. I could play 64 games on this shit. But like you can play anything on this. And my tablet is not that strong. You know what I mean? It's pretty much as strong as a Nintendo Switch. So if there was emulation on Nintendo Switch, is not, you know. It has evolved big yet on tablets, especially on Android. But once it comes out, I could emulate Nintendo Switch games on this. You know what I mean? It's that strong. Now this is it's as strong as a PS4 Pro. You can play anything on this. This is what I'm pointing. Now I'm gonna show you the introduction video, and look.
This is Steam Deck, the most powerful gaming handheld in the world. Steam Deck is a full-featured gaming PC that lets you bring the games you love wherever you go. Full-size thumbsticks, analog triggers, and user-assignable buttons allow for portable gaming without compromise. Steam Deck's multi-touch display, dual trackpads, and gyroscope bring the full power of PC gaming to your hands. Your Steam games are already on your deck. Just sign in and play. Go beyond the included game storage with a microSD card. You can even stream games from another PC. Deck runs a new version of Steam focused on handheld gaming, with features you'd expect, like cloud saves, Steam chat, and more. Steam Deck. Powerful, portable, PC gaming. Reserve yours now.
That's fucking sick, dude. ZP93, that's fucking cool, dude. You're a PC player? You have a PC? Yeah, your PC, emulate everything on PC. That's fucking amazing. I wish I had a PC, but I don't. I can't afford one. I could, but I choose not to. I'd rather buy other things. I'd rather buy consoles. It's just cheaper, and I could buy a lot. Just easier. Just easier to use. Dude, I called you guys foo. That's what I call my friends. That's what everyone calls each other here in California, especially in the Valley. We all say foo. It's like fool, but you don't finish the word. It's like slang. You just say foo. I remember the first time I heard that, I was in elementary, and I was like, "Why you say it? Like, why you say that? Like, why you trying to be cool?" And then like, what do you mean trying to be cool? Everyone said he was correcting me. Like everyone says it, and I was like, really? And not until like middle school I picked it up. I was tripping out in elementary. Like, what you saying fool? Why you trying to be cool, man? I'm not a fool. I didn't call you fool. I said fool. F-O-O. Did I just play again? What the fuck? Did I even show you the video? You guys saw it, right? No, I didn't even show you the fucking video.
This is Steam Deck, the most powerful gaming handheld.
I'm high right now, people. I just took a fat ass fucking dab. It was a dab that I was going to take, but I just took it just now. I didn't even record, or I wasn't rolling. Check this shit out.
We're gonna go for full completion here.
I didn't watch the whole thing,
including a deck, and I'm gonna be plugging as many dongles in and 4.5 hands-on with the. Whoa! I'm using gyro control. I've got an hour and a half hands-on with the Valve Steam Deck, and I'm going to be plugging as many dongles in and running as many games as they're going to let me run. I brought everything I need to answer as many of your questions as I can, including a Nintendo Switch as well as an AN Neo, so I can compare ergonomics, as well as a thermal camera. They won't let me open it, even though I did bring my iFixit kit just in case they were going to allow it.
Dude, I can't see my chat. Why can't I see my fucking chat?
Okay, so at least maybe I can show you guys, hey, where's the cooling systems? Where are the hot zones? These are early units, these are engineering units, so these are going to be far from the final experience, but, I mean, I'm going to be one of the first in the world to even touch RDNA 2 hardware running on an APU. This is a game changer. Just like our sponsor. Thanks to Signal RGB for sponsoring this video. Signal is a free application that syncs RGB lighting across your entire setup and works for brands like Corsair, Razer, Logitech, and more. Check it out at the link in the video description. First things first, they are not going to let me directly capture off the device today. Hopefully that, along with the disassembly, is something that we can follow up on for you guys in the future. But what we can do is we can record the gaming experience. This is it.
Lucky
this is me picking it up.
I wish I was
Immediate
there,
impressions. Absolutely raw. Ergonomics of the handles of the controller itself, I think they've actually done a really outstanding job. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise. The ill-fated Steam controller, for all of its quirks, was absolutely a comfortable controller to hold, and in spite of the fact that my hands are pretty small, Like, I am easily able to reach everything from these thumb pads to the joysticks, the D-pad and ABXY. I mean, if you're a retro gamer, if you want to play, you know, emulated SNES games or anything like that, this is what you're going to be into. And ooh, the feeling is actually pretty good considering how early these units are. D-pad is smooth to roll, but has a good click for each individual direction. The ABXY, I can tell these are a little bit early. You can see, you can actually feel it. The B is a little bit different. It's a little bit wobblier. You can see it's actually a little bit of a different shape compared to the other ones. It looks weird, but it actually feels exactly like the other ones to the thumb. So no problem there. I like these.
Oh, it pauses my bad.
Valve guys. I walked in, they said, no, 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 no. And then all of a sudden they were like, okay, well, you can try your monitor. And they're saying you can try to capture. It's not going to work on this
IP2.
unit, but we might actually be able to do it on the desktop docked one over there. These are in sandbox mode, so we can't have the desktop experience. So that's the thing you guys got to understand. This is not...
Let's see what the hell is IP2. IP2. What is IP2? IP2,
What's going on, y'all? It's your friend neighborhood gangster BXB Sport, and today we're going to talk about the IP2 community, one of the most toxic communities I've ever seen in my life. Fam, it's disgusting. I didn't even know what this was until someone came to my live chat recently and was just like, "Hey, B Sport, you should look into the IP2 community." I was like, "What's that? What's that? That's like a new game system?" I'm that old, guys. I am that old. I hear that. I'm like, game system? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, no, man, it's a bunch of craziness. So I looked into it, and damn, we got to talk about this because you might not be aware of all the crazy things that's going on within the internet and these streets, YouTube, Twitch, all of it, man. But before we get into it, do not forget to hit that like button and also check me out on Patreon or join my channel memberships. And if you can't, don't worry about it, man. Hitting that like button is more than enough. Also though, hit that subscribe button, huh? And if you already hit it, man, you one of the old school fan gang. What's up, OG? What up, OG? Make sure you hit that bell and click all, man, or just make sure you subscribe in general because YouTube has a habit of trying to unsubscribe people or whatever. Don't worry about it. Just check that out. All right, now let's get into it. It's about to get real. I don't do trigger warnings, but whoo, fam, this ain't for the lighthearted. Let's start. The IP2 is a community where the followers get their joy from seeing the live stream and get into as much trouble and mischief they can possibly get into. Gifting creators for the acts of things that involve domestic stuff, DV, drug use, and stream sniping. In case you didn't know what that was, that's the act of running up on each other's streams while you're streaming, inviting yourself into people's personal space.
Guys, where is he again? Can you take me to Union Square?
Other streamers a douche heading in a taxi for Union Square. Okay.
Was that Mike?
No way.
Marcus or whatever?
No way! I've won! He just shut off his Yo, taxi driver. Listen. I'm gonna give you. You can stop it. You can stop it right here. I'm coming on the in Union Square. I just won. If this guy really just turned off his stream, I'm done.
Oh, and you can't forget peeing on stuff.
Fix it? Nah, it's already fixed, bitch.
God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Out now.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Who are you?
I live here.
Yeah, peeing on stuff. People, they just do that for some apparent reason. That's like the new hotness. I don't know why. It's nasty. I remember hearing of one creator who did this. Turns out he pretty much started it. His name was Ice Poseidon.
If you're on this block again, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble, you hear me? These people are calling saying horrible things.
Okay.
Referring to you. You're gonna have
I know.
Stop it. You're gonna have a very big problem if you're seen on this block one more time. I'm the boss of this fucking block. I will get you fucked up on camera. You will not be able to live stream ever again.
Alright, sorry, dude. It's not sorry.
Ice Poseidon started his in real life or IRL streaming by doing Pokemon Go. But that ain't what his fans really wanted to see. Cause they nasty. Oh, they a disgusting bunch. Let's show a few things that has gone on during his damn live streams. This is nasty.
What's that? What are you doing? Yo, what are you doing, bro?
Yo, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dog? What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Bro, I got him done. Yo, what the fuck's your problem, bro? No. You mother, you piece of fucking shit.
That's fucking crazy, man. No wonder he said you didn't miss.
Gotta leave this shit fuck. Gotta get my shit there. Yeah. The fucking fire extinguisher, man.
I knew that kid 6 years ago. I knew his sister.
Why the fuck did you do that?
I don't know. Are you okay?
Yo, this guy's about to jump. Dude, don't. Oh, dude, I can't live stream this, dog. This dude's legit about to jump, dude. Yo, do not do. Yo, what the fuck, dog? Bro, you ain't Spider-Man. I feel like you ain't Spider-Man. Dude, what's going on right now? What's going on right now? It better be a prank. Put the cameras away. I think I should go. I think I should leave. I think I should go.
Wait, that's not far enough to die, though.
That is definitely far enough to die.
That would hurt. You break your bones.
Let's just get out of there. I don't want to get banned. Fuck that shit. I kind of want to watch to see like the police tackle him, but I don't want to get banned. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. See ya. Thanks.
He's trying to kill himself?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. That'll get us back.
I might turn the stream off. I wanna. You should vlog.
Hey, dude, I P2 seems fucking like scary. I kind of don't want that fucking attention. But the money is sweet, isn't it? Huh? Yeah, that's why people fuck with him, huh? Watch. So what else you recommend? It's fucked. Entertaining, yeah, it is, dude. What would you say? It's search IP2 always once.
closing! 6 feet away! 6 feet away!
But climbed his way into trouble, scaling the Edcox Queensboro Bridge.
Guacamole tipped $3.33.
You know I appreciate you, right?
Suggest you live streamed yourself urinating in their fitting room?
No.
No, you didn't do that?
Never did that.
What are you smoking, Johnny?
I'm gonna go ahead and crack.
Head off and take a shit. Get the f out of here, bro. Get the f out of here, bro.
YouTube is a community centered around the most degenerate IRL live streamers to be found. It is both a website known as the network and a forum that documents the most horrifying and entertaining moments produced by the streamers. The real witness today will prove that it's not limited to domestic violence, hardcore drug abuse.
So she did meth, and I did it, but I'm the bad guy.
Petty assaults with mace.
No! Yeah, but wait. No! I'm exposing you, bro! She just got maced. She just got maced.
Naked screaming matches with neighbors in early morning hours.
It's like I'm over. You remember the explosive.
Serious mental illness.
It would be funny if I just slid my joke right here. Really make you laugh. And you're streaming and I be too, right?
These things and more happen every week. The story will be composed of 3 separate acts. Firstly, we'll start with a brief history of IP2. Secondly, I'll highlight some of the best moments of a handful of IP2 stars. And lastly, we'll see what's called the CEX effect, or essentially the physical and mental toll this lifestyle takes on these streamers. Be warned though, your discretion is advised. The history of IP2 begins with Ice Poseidon streaming Pokemon Go on Twitch during 2016. What was noteworthy of this was that these streams were comprised mostly of Ice interacting with people in public, rather than solely playing Pokemon Go. Keep in mind that at this time, Twitch only permitted gaming content and would ban streamers for streaming IRL content. Part of why Ice was able to gain such initial popularity was via this loophole, where he'd be technically playing Pokemon Go, but in actuality be streaming IRL content. In the same year, the subreddit r/IcePoseidon was created, and posts on Reddit featuring his content were becoming popular. With this growth in his community, however, a portion of his fan base that was considered edgy by others began to also grow. In response, Ice began removing comments from his subreddit, and to circumvent this, r/IcePoseidon 2 was created. This new subreddit began to grow a parallel community that hated Ice. In 2017, there were a few key events that would raise Ice Poseidon's popularity to new heights. A stream sniper would unload a fire extinguisher on Ice at a Denny's.
Yo, what's that? What are you doing? Yo, what are you doing, bro? Yo, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dog? What the?
He would be swatted on a plane, which would cause his Twitch ban. Yeah. Of course. And numerous other swattings would also occur. These events and more would lead both r/IcePoseidon and r/IcePoseidon 2 to explode in popularity on Reddit. In 2019, both subs were banned from Reddit, though, for harassment. It's at this point that IP2 moves to Suddit, a Reddit alternative that lacks moderation. However, this would not last. IP2 would ultimately move to adult websites such as the Dump. They post memes, photos, messages, and clips there. They are known for swatting, doxing, and other retarded shit, as they want to see their IRL streamers in the worst situation possible. Arrested, shot, or beat up. One major example of this is Arab Andy, who, after getting a media donation of a $1 amount, was arrested and sentenced to years in prison for a bomb threat.
Attention. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
Today, a judge ordered Haraz to be held in jail on investigation of threatening to bomb, which is a felony.
Post-2019, IP2 would become stagnant, full of desktop Andes, until Baked Alaska would provide the community in the fall of 2020 with his Sammy Schizo romance saga. Following the success of this, Casey Content God, the financier, put together RB6 mace across the U.S.
Oh my god!
With the current top IRL streamers of IP2, Carl 2, Blade, Baked Alaska, Dope District, Stop Speeding, and Wolves. Just a side note here, but this is a few months behind where IP2 is now, early 2021, where Baked Alaska is arrested, and there exists a new set of 4 IP2 stars. With all this said though, this should be enough to catch you up to speed with where the community is currently today. The following collection of streamers are what I consider to be the most entertaining as of late. There were some streamers I wish I could include, but this should give you an idea of what IP2 is like currently. They are, starting from top left to bottom right, Stop Speeding.
Number 1 on IP2. That's like being the number 1 special in Olympics. Fix it? Nah, it's already fixed, babe.
God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Out now.
Yes, sir. Hey, I live here.
We got this.
You're right.
We're good, right?
Insert cash or select payment type.
Smooth Sanchez.
Hi. Elliot Roger here, alone, staring at that beautiful sunset. Well, I think about get up on that part. Okay, so you know.
So basically, it's a bunch of like fucked up people streaming. That's pretty fucked up. Yeah, it is. A bunch of like mentally ill towns, fucking, or like druggies and shit. This was here. Oh shit! I follow this dude.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy S.
It's gonna retard you. I found him by, he was like waiting in line for a PS5. He was live streaming. Yeah, dude. If you're gonna live a life like that, man, it's gonna make money out of it. You know what I mean? I was watching this
a lot, like since we have so many shows to talk about games and from the various places, whether it's Games Daily, that's more the new.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You are your greatest asset. It's time you start investing in that.
I'll watch that later. Let's watch what's new on YouTube. Well, I'm gonna check on YouTube. Yeah, let's check. Turned off for a minute.
What's up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome to my.
Oh, do you know what's? Oh, I'm gonna live stream this shit. I'm gonna watch that shit right now. Let's go to G4. It's right here.
No More Heroes, released in 2008
You know what? Let's watch that.
for the Nintendo Wii, was a game that was so in-your-face, violent, raunchy, and avant-garde that I imagine as a kid playing it felt like sneaking into an R-rated movie for the first time, or watching X-Play because your parents were too busy arguing to set the parental locks.
Yep.
Which I imagine is how the writer of this video discovered No More Heroes. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Jefferson. You shouldn't have been watching X-Play at that age. After the second game in the series was released in 2010, fans were left wondering if the saga of Travis Touchdown would ever continue. After years of radio silence, Travis Strikes Again landed on the Switch in 2019. But according to Suda and everyone who played it, this wasn't the proper sequel we had been waiting for. And that wait is over. The third mainline entry of this wonderfully bizarre franchise is finally here.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. What? Oh, fuck. I fucked up. Still hitting. Damn, they're just fucking up their fucking robot. Damn, I wouldn't do that. I just noticed this is fake, isn't it? No, this is real, isn't it? Is that real, dude? It looks so fake.
We have one-to-one motion capture in real time in Unity. What's the coolest thing we can do?
Yeah, you're whoa, you got it! Whoa! You got an alien! Alright, what's next?
That looks pretty good. I'm a perfect truck.
Oh, that's pretty good. Jerry's cool. What's up, Jerry?
What are you doing?
What's up, Jerry?
What are you doing?
Nothing, you done jump online or what?
Now where?
What are you doing? Oh, you're chilling. You don't want to at least chat? Oh, you'd have your Xbox on there. Yeah, I'm down to take a dab. You down to smoke? You down? I wanted it forever. Chris didn't answer. I just got the message.
Hey, where's Chris?
Oh, I don't know. Let's take a dab then. Dude, I dropped this and then it fall. It's like, it's just, I was like, damn, this is God. He was like, no, your weed shall not fall to the ground. You know what? Let's smoke some of this grass. Hey, Jerry.
What?
I hit the steezy. Hey, did you forget your steezy or did you take it back?
What?
Did you take your steezy? Should have left it, Dak. Should have left it.
I didn't need it.
No, you should have. You know, I'll put something more chill. Let's go to my 4K. Where is it? 4K. Cheers. Welcome, I. This song is tripping me out. This song is tripping me out, bro. I used to watch it on 4K when I barely got my. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I got my OLED TV, I started looking at 4K shit. And I made a playlist. And I learned quick there's not much stuff in 4K. Most of it is in 1080p. Oh yeah, he told me to look something up. What was it? Partners, and oh, that one. Is that real? Yeah, I think that's true. Damn, that's fucking sick, dude. That's fucking scary, too. That's fucking scary and sick at the same time. That's fucking crazy. Let's see this one. Oh, that one's like a monkey. I remember Jerry told me something like weird and trippy when he was a kid. He was saying, like, dude, one day mankind is gonna die, and what's gonna leave behind is gonna be like what they left, or like what, like machines. They're gonna take over. And I'm like, he was really high. He was really high, but he was really thinking about it. You know, he was like, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I started thinking, like, this is fucking stupid. I was like thinking, this is fucking high, dude. It's fucking retarded. But now that I think about it, he's right. Like, have you seen that? Oh, I gotta show you this game, dude. It's on the PS4. It's gonna be on the PS5. Dude, cheese, bro. Cheese, bro. Yes. Where are all the people? What's up, Chris? What are you doing? That's just amazing, isn't it? Fool, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a diabetic and my mouth gets fucking dry. I have to stay hydrated a lot, so that I have 2 of those. Those just work, dude. Because I have to. There's
no water bleeding out of this. So literally, like, how do you do this? What's the science of this? You know, like,
it's insulation, dude. It's insulation. I don't know how it works. There's layers of it, but.
You know, it's like melting, like when something's cold and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Even the titanium one, if you get those, it just feels normal. And if you put your cheek into it, it's always getting warm. But the inside is not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they throwing fucking hot coffee on that shit. Alright, well, hey, before we go to sleep though.
Later, dog.
Later, dog.
What the fuck? Where did they stop? Oh, they stopped all the way in there. It ended, bro. It fucking ended, bro. That it was. Let me see. This one. People mind the machines and live. Yeah, that's true. That's probably, yeah, you're fucking right. Yeah, that's when it happened. That's happening now. You're fucking right, bro. David Code. That's fucking hilarious. That Miko song is stuck in my head. That girly ass song that Jerry put, it's just stuck in my head. Code Miko plays it every live stream. At first I was like, that's some gay ass song. And then I started listening to the lyrics, like, oh shit, that shit's fucking depressing and dark as fuck. It's just facts and shit. It's fucking, it's just like the brutal truth, like, people dying every day and shit, just everyone dies. Nothing lasts forever. I want to be immortal. I never want to die. It's like, holy shit. It's really depressing shit. Oh, this dude, he speaks nothing but I found him because I was looking up. I was looking up like people picking up their PS. Oh shit! I froze again. I was watching people picking up their console, picking up like their Xbox and shit, like because like no one did that this year. Everyone just got it by mail. And I'm like, what country will still give them in stores? I'm like, Mexico. Mexico does not give a shit about COVID. Don't release anything if they get money. And I typed in Spanish, picking up Xbox Series X, and it's like him across that bald dude right there. No, where is it? That dude. Him.
El día de ayer se dio el pre-show de la Gamescom.
I know what he's saying, but I don't know. Most people don't, especially outside of California. Just watch fucking. Let's see what you're saying. Who? Is that what it's called? That one? Is that what it's called? Let me look it up. I think Jerry, yeah, when Jerry played it, he didn't play the stream, he was playing the song. I don't look at the names though, I didn't even bother right now. I was just like watching the lyrics, I was reading the lyrics. Well, where is this shit? Am I even? Oh, shut pacing. I'm not even reading this shit. End of days here. Or there's something else.
The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free. What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis. We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers. We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit. What happened to the home of the brave? These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking around, heading the clouds, who wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. By then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
Everybody is slaves, only some are aware that the government releasing poison in the air. That's the reason I collect so many guns in my lair. I ain't never caught slipping, never underprepared. Yeah, they shade sign on me, they just spray it proudly. George Bush, the grandson of Alistair Crowley. They want you to believe the lie that the enemy Saudi. The enemy ain't Saudi, the enemy around me. It's fluoride in the water, but nobody know that. It's also a prominent ingredient in Prozac. For real? How could any government bestow that upon people who believe in political throwback? That's not all that I'm here to present you. I know about the Black Pope and Solomon's Temple. Yeah. About the Vatican assassins and how they will get you. And how they clone Barack Hussein Obama in a test tube.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit. What happened to the home of the brave? These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking around, heading the clouds, who wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. By then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end.
Whoever built the pyramids had knowledge of electrical power, and you know that that's the information that they suppress and devour. Who you think the motherfuckers that crashed in the tower? Who you think that made it turn into ash in an hour? The same ones that invaded your own, the ones that never told you about the skeletons on the moon. Yeah, the ones that poison all the food you consume, the ones that never told you about the Mount Vesuvius tombs. The bird flu is a lie, the swine flu is a lie. Why would that even come as a surprise? Yeah, the polio vaccine made you die. It caused cancer and it cost a lot of people their lives. Do y'all know about Bohemian Grove? How the world leaders sacrificing children in robes? Lucifer is God in the public school system. I suggest you open up your ears and you listen.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit. What happened to the home of the brave? These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking around, heading the clouds, who wanna wake up to a dead in the grave. By then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the end of days.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real. If you can persuade them that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see, you can't. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have.
That's the truth, dude. That was the truth. Was that the one you're talking about? It is, right? Yeah. I didn't know it was a video. This is crazy. No Spanol. Dude, oh yeah, no more heroes. When does the most Hero 3 come out? It's out? Oh my god. Oh, dude, fucking broke. until next month, which is a couple days actually. Okay, fuck. I'm not gonna do that. Just let it go, man. We only have it. What the fuck? Is that my live stream? Why is it like that? That thing just frozen. Oh, it's freezing. I'm just thinking out loud, man. I'm fucking high. Let's take another dab. Oh, my friend Chris makes fun of me. He's like, he's like, I'm like, fuck you. He's a fucking asshole. He's a piece of shit, actually. He's like, and that shit frozen good. It's gonna freeze. He's a piece of shit. He is, man. Like his personality, it was weird, man. He showed me something fucking weird. He's like, this is weird. This is fucking weird. He showed me a video on Instagram of a gay guy kissing another dude, and his mom catches him, and his mom starts breaking down and crying like, no, and he's like, mom, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I look at Chris and he starts laughing. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, are you alright, Chris? Like, I'm like, that's kind of sus. That's kind of sus. Like, why do you like? Why does that bring you joy? That's kind of sus. The kid was like, no, mama. It's like the lady, like, even was on her knees. She crawled out of the room. I'm like, oh shit. At first, I was like, oh, this is gay. And then, like, his mom crossed him. Shit. I'm like, this guy's fucking sus, Chris. You like watching shit. That was weird. He shows me shit like that, like, or people. At first, when we were younger, he used to show me like people dying or getting amputated. He's a weird motherfucker. That's what I mean. He's a piece of shit. He's kind of a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. And he talks a lot of shit. I shouldn't say this. His girlfriend might be watching. His girlfriend doesn't really know much about him. She's probably watching. I can't tell how many people are watching. I can't even tell anyone. I was like, I was worried for him. Like, you're alright, Chris? Is everybody alright at home? Yeah, the video was kind of corny, but yeah, it's true though. It's just scary how the world actually is. You're all being lied to, pretty much. And then like, yeah, I remember I saw a cartoon that explained it. I think it was Rick and Morty. No, it wasn't Rick and Morty. No, I don't think so. But Rick and Morty's too retarded to explain shit. But it was like feeding the addiction of, yeah, it's pretty crazy how, and being lied to, and you don't notice it, but you're pretty much a fucking slave. And if you notice it, and not do what you're supposed to do, you'll end up in a bad situation. I think that's why there's people end up homeless and shit. Homeless and shit. It's a hard time. Especially there's many reasons for that shit. Especially in California, dude, in LA, there's a whole fucking streets filled up. Dope. Oh shit, I shouldn't be seeing this. This is like personal. This is like my fucking this here. I'm watching it. I should see it here. Oh, Jerry messaged me. I didn't even see what he said. What he said. Let's see, fucking, see the review. I want to see G4's review. Because this which just, like, breaks it down so it's even spoiled. You know what, actually see, you want to see an honest review, and, like, of an actual gamer that plays games for a living? Let's see.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast here, and this is my brutally honest review for No More Heroes 3. Please do me a favor and like this video and subscribe, because I feel like I'm practically going insane trying to talk about this project. I have never played something that is just so random, so insane, and feels like it was made by 50 people that were just absolutely going on their gourd. This game is great. In fact, let me just say right up front, you should definitely buy it if you've already played No More Heroes 1 and 2. But also, it is just so confusing at times, from its shifts in gameplay to the weird implications it's actually trying to do with some of these boss fights. I love it, but why the heck is this video game like it? Now, in case you've never played a No More Heroes game, the basic concept is the fact that we're playing this guy named Travis Touchdown. Now, Touchdown himself is already a very strong fighter in general, but he's a guy who specializes in beam katana combat. This is essentially a lightsaber, and his goal is to become the universe's most deadly assassin. So in order to do this, he has to challenge the top assassins that currently exist on the leaderboard to fights to the death, and defeat them one by one. The big twist this time around is that in No More Heroes 3, the assassins we're taking on are aliens. They're people that have come to try and invade Earth, so you're going to be taking them down systematically to become the most deadly badass in literally the universe. But here's the part that makes it very strange. No More Heroes is a series of boss fights, but every single one of these people decides to play by their own series of rules. Some of them want to just have a straight up fight. One guy has an extended match of hide and seek. Somebody challenges you to musical chairs to the death. Like, every single boss fight is just so random, but everything in this game is just so bonkers and off the wall. It's almost disconnected, and that's part of the enjoyment of it. Before we go too deep into this craziness, let's just begin with the customary fights. Let's talk about how this combat typically unfolds. So this is a hack and slash RPG in a lot of aspects. Travis Touchdown enters what is essentially a random battle where you're going against some sorts of foes, which are typically some sorts of alien minions. But here's the thing, combat works exceptionally good because it's pretty simplistic. You have a light attack, a strong attack, you have magic, which is called like death grip abilities, and you have a dodge. Now, for the most part, everything in this works incredibly well. If you do a slow motion dodge at the right time, you can jump behind an enemy and take them out relatively quick. A lot of enemies have typical weak points, whether it be stabbing them in the back or just avoiding one of their super abilities opens them up for a day's strike. Now, I like all this. I actually think it's very, very fun to do the big boss fights or just the randomized battles you're going to be doing, because there are a lot of random fights in this. We're going to talk about that in a second. What really works about this, though, is the fact that Travis Touchdown's beam katana does a lot of damage. Once you manage to get one of these people sectioned out, you can run anywhere you want in these battlefields, and so it feels kind of good sometimes to go behind a box and just draw people in one by one and chop them up. But your beam katana, it does run on batteries. This is like a supplementary mechanic that you really have to keep your eye on, which is that whenever you're fighting, every time you land a really good strike, it drains just a little bit of this battery. But whenever you want, if it dies, you go behind something, you hold down the right shoulder button, and either wiggle the controller or just press the right stick, you shake it, and it recharges. Now, this is easy. Like, in general, I kind of like this mechanic because it definitely makes it where you can't just blindly hack and slash your way through every single fight. Occasionally, you do have to take these little tiny breathers to recharge your ability and kind of rethink strategically how you're going to take stuff on. But here's the thing, I like the fact that every single boss fight's so different. There are, of course, lots of these little minions you're going to be fighting throughout the course of the main story, but I like the fact that bosses, sometimes you won't be even having to even try and actually recharge your blade. Sometimes these bosses are just so weird and so random, you're not even going to be punching them in the standard way. Now, the developers have asked me not to go into spoilers, so there is a lot of fights in this that are so insane, but I'm not allowed to show you them. But let me just say that this game constantly has twists and turns. Giant plot twists, but also just the fact that even though you are this beam katana master, there's a lot of situations that are solved in some very unconventional methodologies, and that is what I like about it. Now, I want to say some stuff about the mini-games in this. One of the things that makes No More Heroes such a very fun and kind of just silly game series is the fact that it's constantly just shifting its tone back and forth. Like, there are levels in this that are like a haunted house. There's things like whenever you want to unlock the map, the way you unlock extra parts of the map to go and see like all the little side objectives, you plunge toilets. Or sometimes you'll even just stumble upon some random mini-games like this broken down tank that requires you to shoot gigantic alligators that are trying to come onto the beach. Every single part of this game is just so strange and random and just feels like they seriously sat down to come up with the weirdest ideas possible. But that's kind of what I like about it. This is one of those games where throughout the course of every chapter of this, I seriously could not possibly predict what was coming next. And to me, this is what was great about it, is that all these different game modes, all these different strange mechanics that keep popping up, they all play good. Like, this is by far the most wild part about this game, is that no matter what it's making you do, no matter what weird hoops it's making you freaking endure, they all play great. Everything in this game plays so good, but most importantly, I do love those fights. Now, I want to talk a bit about the writing in this game, without spoiling anything, which is that this game makes a lot of different references, a lot of cultural references. There are some extended scenes in this game of just characters on a couch talking about great TV shows or debating samurai flicks, and to me, this is something that I know is kind of controversial. Like, it reminds me of, there is this completely hated book called Ready Player One. They did turn into a movie, and a lot of people just absolutely despise it because it's filled with 80s references. I mean, practically half of the novel is just talking about Back to the Future and Rocky movies and classic rock and stuff like that. But I enjoy that. In my opinion, references to culture can be a subculture on its own. And No More Heroes definitely believes that. It does so many tiny things that feel like it truly enjoys the art that it is, and also just pays respect to so many different art forms of the past. No More Heroes 3 is such a goofy good time. It feels like if you and your buddies watched every single freaking episode of the Monty Python and then a bunch of Kurosawa Japanese films and then immediately made a video game. It feels like this crazy chimera of concepts that works surprisingly well. But now that we've talked a lot about the positives, I do want to get into the negatives of this game, because there are just a couple problems in this that feel very, very strange. Let's start things off with just talking about the technical issues. Sections of this game run absolutely terribly. There are just some problems with very frequent pop-in, frame rate drops, and in general, sometimes just textures look like butts. And to me, this is a gigantic detriment. No place do you see these bad graphics moments more apparently than when it comes to the open world sections. So between the major boss fights, whenever you're not like up in one of the spaceships, you're typically just on the ground, getting to your motorcycle and trying to cruise from place to place. There are these multiple different zones that have like different themes to them, like suburbia, there's one that's called like Neo-Brazil and stuff like that, and essentially each of these has their different style of enemies and activities that you can do, but honestly, a lot of them look incredibly bad. Now, I am playing this on the Nintendo Switch. If this game ends up coming out on the Xbox Series X or something like the PlayStation 5, I'm probably going to buy it again, because as much as I enjoyed beating this, I kind of wish I could see what they were trying to go for, because at times, these graphics just got so bad, I was genuinely stunned why the heck they didn't just do this as like a list. Like, it seriously felt like instead of doing these open world sections, they could have just had, I don't know, like a mission select screen. Make it so I do not have to drive around in these gigantic empty environments for absolutely no purpose. Now, the last thing I want to gripe about is that at times there are just sections of this game that feel like filler in general. Now, going from boss fight to boss fight would have been too fast, but one of the ways they try and stall things out and drag out this runtime to being about a 10-hour video game is that in between the major boss fights, you have to do these things called designated matches. Like, say you're the 5th best assassin in the world. Well, before you're allowed to fight the 4th best assassin in the world, you have to go and do some randomized battles. You just find them on the map, you challenge people, and you beat up 3 or 4 people in a row. And that's it. You just do these designated matches, you pay a bounty, and you get to go to the next boss fight. And to me, this felt like just a weird tone to constantly be stopping you from this very fun, very culturally relevant tale, and then suddenly being like, alright, now you gotta go punch these little tiny aliens again and again. Now, to be perfectly honest, a lot of these random battles are surprisingly good. I mean, a lot of times they do give you some fun suits and encounters, and they give you a chance to be a mech and stuff like that. These random battles don't suck, it's just the fact that doing them back to back sometimes, just fighting, here's a bunch of enemies, now fight a boss, now here's a bunch more enemies, then fight a boss. It just became a bit stale after doing it 6 times over to go, oh my gosh, I do not want to fight any more random battles. Let me finish this game itself. Now, doing all these does have a fun benefit. By grinding these random battles, you do get a bunch of currency, which can be used in the shop. You can buy extra stuff, get extra collectibles, buy better clothes and stuff for yourself. But you can also just get these coins that let you basically buy some special stats. You can go to this underground laboratory and use it to upgrade the battery power of your beam katana so it recharges faster. You can give yourself some flat damage increases or just boost your health. You can also use the items found during these random fights to craft microchips that are like trinkets that can basically raise or lower different abilities. I like the benefits of these random battles. I just wish that there was less of them, or that they were more optional. It'd be nice if I had the choice of going from one enemy to the next, one boss to the next, but instead it keeps pressing the brakes against my will, and at times I kind of wish I could just pay to go straight to the next fight, instead of just straight up forcing me to go back to these random battles to just play this before I'm allowed to do another random boss fight. This game has been incredibly fun. I think despite the flaws of it, it's a game that I absolutely enjoyed the heck out of. I'm very, very glad I had a chance to beat it. And it's something I think the fans are going to be heavily rewarded by. As somebody that's played this series in the past, I definitely think this was worth the wait. I'm glad that Suda51 finally had a chance to make it. Okay, so we've heard some good and some bad, but let's go over the ratings board and put a big number on it. The score I'm giving to No More Heroes 3 is an 8 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching, gamers, and thank you especially to the people that were able to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've actually been getting a bunch of subscribers over the course of the last 2 weeks. Thanks everybody for the love, for all these reviews. They've been an absolute blast. You guys are the very, very best. Please, sincerely, do me the biggest favor of all today and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, you know, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.
I can't believe the story live. Oh shit, I totally forgot. I was earning. My bad. I gotta eat today, dude. I haven't ate shit all day. And the only reason I'm not like weirded out because I ate a couple of cookies and shit, of biscuits. I ate like 2 bags, and that shit had a shitload of sugar. There's like 2 little bags like that. It's pretty crazy. It's fucking delicious. You get it at Walmart. I don't think is there Walmart at over there in Canada? Alright. Excuse me. You know what? You know what? You guys are coming with me, bro. You guys are coming with me. I'm gonna go to. No, wait, I can show where I live. Also, you guys can come with me to like unlock the. I gotta unlock the gate so they can walk in here and drop off the food. But watching you guys with a fucking trailer, dude. Badass fucking trailer. What's a cool fucking trailer of the game's coming out soon? On the PS5. How about let's go to PlayStation? PlayStation has a bunch of fucking exclusives coming out soon that we already know about. See playlists. Should they have every game videos for every fucking Are you serious? That's fucking awesome. Yakuza. Okay, let's go. Oh. Straight down. Nah, they made too much. I don't know. I'll be back though, but you know what? Just a live stream here, man. I'm gonna do that and show afterwards. How do you end this shit? I have to open this. Do this. And later. Peace.